Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team, only perfect team in NFL history. Tom Brady tried but failed. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're on the ground 350 yards, in the air 360 yards. We're always in control, 70 points. So when you say Miami, run my intro. Yo, welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me, felt like I needed to start this a little different. I needed to start a little different. Yeah, I'm still off that. 70 points. 70. All right? 70. And I see somebody put 70. No, it ain't 70, it's 70. Put that H on the back of that doggone S. 70 points. But I got a question. Because we got a good game coming up come Sunday, right? Now, this ain't the preview. This ain't the preview. We'll do that. That's coming. I just simply want to ask Dolphins and Bills fans, who under more pressure when it comes time to play the game? Who is under more pressure to win that game? The Bills or the Dolphins? Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and explain why I feel like the Bills are under more pressure. Now, Bills fans, I understand. You are the cream of the crop of the AFC East. Y'all are the team everybody's looking up to. Okay, last 3 years, division champions. I get all of that. Great offense, great defense, just stacked roster, and I get all that, right? But the Dolphins coming. We ain't there yet. No. Y'all still the cream of the crop. We ain't there yet, but we coming. We coming. Here's the thing. Buffalo, we, the Dolphins, should be under more pressure to win this football game because we have to prove that we're on your level. All right? Played y'all last year 3 times. We only won 1 of them. We won the first one at home, lost the second one in the nail biter, and the third in the playoffs at your house in a nail biter as well, with a backup quarterback, 3rd string quarterback to be exact. But no excuses. We lost. You are still the head honcho of the division until further notice, until further determined. Okay? We get all that. But this is 2023. Although you have won the last 3 years, although you have dominated the Dolphins and everybody else in your path over the last 3 years, minus the Kansas City Chiefs, of course. This year, we're not the ones under the most pressure. We're under pressure, not the most pressure, to win on Sunday. Now, how does a team that has barely beaten the cream of the crop team of the division end up being the team with the least amount of pressure in the game? It's because we're playing football at a higher level than we've seen in a very long time. All right, let's start there. The Miami Dolphins are averaging like 40 some points a game, 400, close to 500 yards a game. Like we're astronomical numbers. Number one on PFF at quarterback. Number one on PFF at wide receiver. Number one, number two at PFF running back. Number one PFF offensive line. Offense is Miami Dolphins in the Pictionary. Next to offense is, and it updates all the time. All right, and this is a Pictionary thing, by the way. I don't know if there's ever been a actual Pictionary, but if there was, all right, you have offense, and the picture of the Dolphins logo 2023 would be right next to it. We are offense right now. It runs through us. Running, passing, everything. Offensive line, 1 sack in 3 games. It's all us. Everybody that we've come up against has failed to stop this offense truly. Now, Patriots stopped the offense from getting explosive plays. But then we turned to the run. They couldn't stop it. We win the game. You can stop a portion of it. Can you stop the entire thing? That's been the question. So now going into this game, guess who the eyeballs are going to be on? Not Miami's offense. Because they know what Miami's offense can do. Everybody's eyeballs, national media, is going to be on the Bills' defense. And if they can stop Miami's potent offense, right? They're going to want to see if they can actually put a stop to Miami's offense enough to win the game. Going in line with that, the Miami Dolphins are putting up points like crazy. We're averaging a lot of yards per play, and we're averaging a lot of touchdowns per drive. Okay? Meaning not a lot of touchdowns per drive, but we're averaging, we're averaging a lot, not touchdowns, points per drive. Okay? Points per drive is, I believe, either the highest or the second highest. I think it's the highest in the league at this point. I mean, you had 10 touchdowns in one day. The highest in the league. So that means on more drives than anybody else, we get more points. That's because, 10 touchdowns does inflate those numbers, of course. All right, we get that. But we had a good showing first week. Second week, 3 touchdowns. Third week, 10 touchdowns. That'll do it. Whereas the Bills' defense, they're not letting up touchdowns like that. But once again, we'll get into that at a later time. But they have to keep up on offense with the Miami Dolphins offense scoring-wise. That puts more pressure on the Bills. Next, Bills are going to be at home. You're supposed to win this game. You're the cream of the crop. You're the team that everybody has to look to in the division. You're supposed to be the best. Up and down the roster, you have the best roster in the division. It's no doubt about it in my opinion, in my mind. I'm talking about all the way through, right? Offense and defense. You have the best roster. You're at home. You're 2-1. One of the best defenses in the league. Top 3. And you're not 3. So you can't allow the Dolphins to come in there and embarrass you. You can't do that. You can't. You got to figure out a way to win this game and let the media know and let the Dolphins know and let the fans know that it ain't sweet. You thought that your little high-powered offense was going to come in here and do what y'all did to the Broncos and to the Chargers to us? Absolutely not. It ain't sweet. That's more pressure. And then here is the last bit of pressure that the Bills is under. If they lose to the Miami Dolphins, they 0-2 in the division. Mind you, the reason that people have a little bit of doubt, especially Dolphins fans, in the Buffalo Bills' ability to beat us right now is because y'all lost to the Jets. And you didn't lose to the Aaron Rodgers Jets. You lost to the Zach Wilson Jets. The same Zach Wilson that looks like straight trash right now. Garbage. All right? Straight garbage. Trash. Right now. Y'all lost to him. Now, you got it all together after that. Beat the Raiders. Whooped the Commanders. Did great. But they make the Dolphins. Okay? They make the Dolphins. And it's a division game. And we're 1-0 in the division. And you guys are 0-2. And the 0-1 in the division. You need to tie this thing back up. And you'll have the head-to-head and you'll be at the top of the division. This game puts a lot of pressure on the Bills because not only is a high-powered offense coming in when you have a great defense and everybody wants to know, can you stop it? But you're also at home, so you're going to do this in front of your fans. And on top of that, you're already 0-1 in the division. We're not. So you need to put that one loss so far in the season in for us in the division so that things can be even and you'll have the head-to-head. Ooh, because you know what happens when you come to our house, right? It ain't easy over there at our house. It don't matter if it's October, November, December. It's going to be hot. Did y'all complain last time about heat? Yes, y'all did. Guess what? It still be hot. So you're going to have to worry about going to our house if you lose this game and trying to pick that one up. And if you can't, guess what? Who got the tiebreaker? Who? If we have the same record at the end of the year and we win both these games, y'all got to come to our house in the wild card if we got to play y'all. And guess what? In December, in January in Miami, it's hot. So this game, the pressure's on y'all. Miami's playing with house money. If we lose, we're 3-1 start the first 4 games. Who thought? Who thought we'd be, outside of Miami Dolphin fans, 3-1 after the first 4 games? I would have signed up for that in a heartbeat. Miami Dolphins understand we're going on the road into a hostile crowd. If we lose, we lose. We had a bad day. They're going to win. What's the worst they can say? Oh, their offense is not as potent as people thought it was. We just put up 70 points. We was going to come down to earth at some point. Bills are actually in a lose-lose here unless they wipe the floor with us. Like, if the Bills don't destroy us by like 30, and I'm not talking 60-30, but like 10-40, if they don't beat us like that, there's no winning. Because if you beat us 42-45, you outgunned us. So what? Like, so what? Like, nobody's going to think that we're still not as good as we are. You have the job this Sunday of making us come back down to earth. The only way you do that is to embarrass us. Only way that gets done. I'm not saying it can't get done. But the pressure's on y'all to do it, to prove it. It really is. Because, man, Dolphin fans, we sitting pretty. We 3-0. We sitting real pretty. I'm telling you right now, we sitting real pretty. Even if we was to lose this game. So what? First quarter's done. We got up out of there 3-1. That's the worst that can happen to us. It's still only one division loss, too. Worst thing that can happen to us. If Bills get up out of there 2-2, guess what? They got 2 division losses in there, 2-2. And we're 4-0. And we're well on our way. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. Who has the most pressure in this game coming up? If you think it's the Dolphins, let me know why. in the comments and we'll talk about it. I am out.